What's real? Reality. Real. Let's go. Bullets travel like gossip, running in mouth like leaky faucets. Two-faced niggas be stealing ideas and nothing solid. Grown men and their feelings debating on true intentions. Felt
right in progress.
All right, it's another segment. Guess how said. I'm your host, Adam Mill. To my right,
Sick the governor.
to my other side, you have Quan Dizzle.
Quan Dizzle. My bad.
Hey.
My mic was off a little bit.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. All right. This rap review is Offset. The album is called Set It Off. Now, I'm going to go with, here's the thing. I think a rap album should be no more than 11 songs, 12 at the most, right? I get it. A whole bunch of songs due to screaming. Yeah, thank you. So they gotta, get those screams up.
Algorithm.
Yep. So I get it. A whole bunch of songs, but it can hurt the project, especially if the artist is not very strong enough to hold his own. And even if he was or she was, I don't want to hear 17 songs. How many songs on this project, real quick?
Good 25-ish.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, Good Lord.
Up there.
17, 25 songs, I believe. I don't even want to hear 25 songs of Nas. I don't want to hear 25 songs of Kendrick.
Actually, 41.
because
41?
Yeah.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, that was a long album, right?
Yeah. And
after the 10th song, I'm like, okay, I get it. You're talking about personal relationships, and you're opening your pause. You're being open about your situation. I get it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think in my opinion, to keep the listeners satisfied and engaged, 11, 12 songs, man. Keep us coming back for more. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So now I will say this. This is my very first time listening to Offset. And I will honestly say I was impressed. Now, people that's Offset fans or Migo fans out there, y'all probably look at me crazy, but this is the disclaimer. It's my first time listening to Offset and his project. And I was impressed. The last song I got to was what's that? Jealousy featuring Cardi B.
Okay.
His wife, right? That's the last song I got to. Maybe y'all can take it home for me and finish the the review. But it starts off on the river. Dope. The intro.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. The production was nice on here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It gave me a feeling that modern sound that you get from the South.
At the same time, it had like a little bit of that touch of that old authentic vintage hip hop in the beginning.
Yeah, man. Listen,
I was the blend of that in the beginning.
I was impressed. Say My Grace, featuring Travis Scott. I love that joint too. Travis Scott had a dope album that just came out not too long ago. And that's my first time listening to Travis Scott, and I was impressed. My ear is starting to get more in tune with newer artists and newer sound. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was just so biased with boom bap and stuff like that. Like, come on, cats. If y'all really, really love this art and this thing called hip hop, you would not have a selective ear. You get what I'm saying? You would appreciate all genres of music.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Worth It. I like that joint too. I like every song up until Freaky with Cardi B.
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna let you take over, Gov, and I'm gonna come back. All right back.
Okay. I liked a lot of the production wise. I definitely liked what I heard so far. I did listen, I got through the whole thing. Back to his point about so many songs though. I think it kind of take away from the project because the whole direction of it.
I'm back. My bad. Excuse me. I didn't like that joint. The one with Cardi B,
Was it
freaky.
freaky?
Yeah, I understand you got to get a club banger, and I understand that you got to have the Sexy Red movement and what's the girls you just played not too long ago from
Oh,
Miami? I
City
believe.
Girls.
Yeah, I understand the movement that's going on and the movement. Understand that no one wants to listen to Rhapsody no more, and I think that we should balance it out in hip hop. Bring back our boom bap spitters, our soulful
Watch.
hip hop, real heavy
I'm
bangers,
back.
lyricists.
It'll
I think they need to come back to balance the game with these female rappers. It's just too much ratchetness going on right now, man. And
Yes.
and
Yes.
I'm not feeling it. I ain't trying to be self-righteous, but come on, there's too much of it. So
remember Diggable Planets?
yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
It'll probably take one like that, one like her, like the female, I forget what her name was, that was in that group. One like her that's kind of able to just step in and she's got the face to show, but at the same time she don't show everything else, but she got the skill and actually put some songs together.
And I thought that was going to be
like
Rhapsody.
Hill. I thought it was going to
Yeah,
be
but
Lauryn Hill
I
too.
thought it was going to be Rhapsody. You know what I'm saying? But especially during that movement with Kendrick and everybody, you know what I'm saying? She fitted right in.
Yeah.
And she, it's not over for us. I'm sure she's gonna be making some music soon. But what I do appreciate with those type of artists, they take their time with their albums.
Right.
And Offset said it took him 2 years to do this album. Because due to the death of his brethren, rest in peace, no, I'm saying their names wrong. Rest in peace, Takeoff, right? It took Offset a minute, you know what I'm saying, to mentally get he's busy. But I was impressed. Like I said, I got all the way up to Jealousy, right? And I liked that one with Cardi B. She made up for the
That was
song
good. I like Jealousy. I did. Yeah,
Jealousy was dope. Jealousy was dope.
Yep.
Fan was dope. I liked it. Here's the thing, Gov. I know you're gonna expound on this too. The production on here was dope.
Yeah,
the production was dope, and I'm a new Offset fan. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see more from him now, and what he got. You know what I'm saying, next up. But I was impressed, man, because you know what? Because I came in with low expectations, but I came in with an open mind, and when I heard it, don't look for bars on here. Look for good flow. Don't even look for content because it gets redundant, right? But look for good flow and banging beats.
Like I heard the Chemist line a couple times on there at least.
Yeah. But like I said, man, I kudos to him because he could have got a ghostwriter. He could have had well, his bars are you expecting lyricism from Offset.
Plus, at the same time, he's trying to build his he's changing from a group artist
to a solo artist.
Right.
And people don't know how difficult that is, bro.
Right.
Like right now, I'm working on my solo joint. And I'm so used to having more than one person on the track to fill in
for other parts, yeah.
For other parts, or what I may be weak in, or I can be lackadaisical in. I know this person gonna carry it, or this person make the beat gonna carry it, or this person that's on this song, this is you get what I'm saying? So a lot. Is this his first solo project?
I don't know. I want to say yes. I want to think yes.
Okay, because that's a big factor too. That's a big factor too, bro.
It could be like trying to find. That's why I think there's probably so many songs. That's the point I want to make. I think it's so many for that reason. That maybe he's trying to find his. I think it's combination. Like the Drake album was long like that too. And maybe what's going on now, people trying to find out just what can work. So they're just throwing everything out there, different styles.
And only that, they putting music out there to cater to everybody.
Right.
Like this is an album, it's something for everybody. Like the Drake album was something for everybody. The next review we're gonna do is on West Side Gun. Okay. You know, they known for boom bap, right?
No.
He got a lot of flat back from this album.
Really?
Oh man, because you know he put a lot of new school beats in there.
Oh.
He went away from the boom bap. he got like 3 boom baps on that joint, 3 or 4, right? But he said that he was influenced by the Gucci Man and Jeezy era. So he wanted to go back to that time when he was in Atlanta, and he wanted to get that feeling. And he said that he caught a lot of flap on social media, caught a lot of flap on Twitter or X or whatever. And he said, "Would you expect me to stay in one box forever?"
Yeah.
He said, "I can go and make a boom bap album tonight. The hardest, most grungiest boom bap album," which Quan chuckled and laughed because he's not a fan of West Side Gun. But getting back to Offset. For what I heard, right? I'm gonna get an album. I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5 out of 5. Because only what I heard so far, but I was highly impressed. I love the beats. I love the flow. Get what I'm saying? And you know, yes, it could have been a more range of topics, and it could have got a little bit more personal and you know, just nitpicking from things. But I actually liked it, man. I came in with low expectations, and I was highly impressed, man. I was, and I'm a new fan, and I want to hear more music. You know what I'm saying, from Offset. Gov, I'm gonna let you. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5, giving it a worth listening. What you think about it? You probably didn't went further in the album than I did.
Yeah, I went further on. I like the way it started. It had like a good flow early on, but then it was like you could tell some fillers showed up. I won't say which ones I thought were fillers because I'm kind of lost with some. I kind of like, there was one of them he was singing in it too, like it was all like in a guitar or something like that. I thought that was interesting. But for the most part though, I'd say about a 2.53. I like the beats a lot. I liked a lot of the beats. I like the shout out to the engineers, all of them. It sounded pretty good. Like sonically, it was very, very solid. I like the way that everything flowed. But album flow, it kind of seemed like it was. You could tell it wasn't like one cohesive type of thing. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like one artwork type, like with boom, 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 like something like The Way I Got Spoiled. This is like the Kendrick Lamar type albums. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A concept type of album. You know, once you hear the first 2 songs, Kendrick, you already know what this album gonna be about. Like J. Cole, once you hear the first 2 songs, you already know what this album gonna be about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This wasn't one of those projects. It was just a bunch of songs. Like I said, I'm not familiar with the Migos catalog.
Right.
So whoever's familiar with Migos, please chime in. If you ever watch this podcast, you know, let us know. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I went in with low expectations, and I think that benefited me because when I heard the first opening track, which is, you know, On the River, I was like, oh, this on some soulful type of boom bap, but new era type boom bap. Yeah, let me get up for this. And then I always been a fan of that flow. How they rap, I've always been a fan of that. Always. That's why I don't listen for lyrics with Migos. I always listen to the beats.
How do they flow this?
And their flow, man. It's just, you can't teach that.
Right.
And I think a lot of, you know, newer artists that came after them was influenced by them. You know what I'm saying?
It was like a change in the whole
They changed the genre. Although I heard rumors that they got their flow from somebody from Houston. There's rumors on that.
Right.
I'll get his name.
Similar, like when I remember when Bone came out, there was rumors that there was other groups that was around Cleveland at that time that had similar flows. You know what I mean? Bone just
got to it first. Pause. So you gave it a 2.5 out of 5, right?
Yeah.
Or 3. Okay, so you gave it like mediocrity. You gave it like a mediocre type thing. Right. That's kind of harsh, Gov.
Because I say a lot of the other songs took away from the whole overall of the album.
The fillers made it terrible. The fillers made it the way it was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I get you. Quan, what's up? Talk to me.
Well,
I hope you give it a better listening than what you did Drake, man. That was such biasness to call Drake album trash.
Still
Yeah,
trash. Still trash. Still hold on to that.
that's
Hold
crazy.
on as to the day I die. But I'm not gonna lie though. I feel like this album from Offset has a lot more bangers, and that's why I'm looking for when I'm looking into an album. I'm not only just looking at the music and the lyrics and the beats and everything and the storytelling that comes with it. I'm looking for what song could be a banger. You know, I'm looking from if I was like a label owner, right? And I was looking to Offset's album. I'm looking like which one of these songs have potential to make a radio hit? What's one of these songs are a banger hit? You know what I mean? I know there's a line between mediocre, good, decent, and just great songs. What songs are going to last for 3 years?
You
You know
don't
what I'm
think that
talking
Drake?
about?
So you don't think Drake had bangers on his own?
Nah.
I
I would
think he
say
did.
I would say the only potential banger he had is the one with SZA. You know what I mean? She kind of saved that song a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like from the whole rap
The
industry,
J Cole joint, real quick. The J Cole joint is
mm,
about to hit #1. I don't know if that's due to the artist that was on there and Drake's popularity, but that
mm,
one has like a boom bap type of feel to it, and I like that one. But yeah, get back to Offset though. But
oh,
that's
mm,
real quick. That's the first thing when I heard Offset first three songs. Right, the first
mm,
one was River and the one with the Travis Scott.
yeah.
I start doing this. So I don't know. This could compete with what I heard from Drake. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is pretty good. Go on, Quan.
Nah, I feel like Drake can't even compete with that at all. To be honest, there's no competition with that. We're gonna be honest here. So I mean,
I ain't
Drake is
Drake
not
hate.
competing with that.
He's a Drake hater, man. He's a Drake hater.
I'm not a Drake hater. I'm just telling you
Dude,
how it is. He can't
before you
compete with it at all.
before you give your your 1 out of 5, right? Um, do y'all think that Offset should have got the same scrutiny that Drake got? Meaning, like they were telling Drake to grow up, like make music for your age group. I'm sure you had more experiences in life. Make a more personal album while you catering to the 20 something year olds. Shouldn't Offset got the same scrutiny, or is Offset is not Drake, so we're not really caring about it? What y'all think? Should Offset
I
have?
thought
Should
Offset
he?
was more or less he kind of sticking true to the persona he built for himself more so than but Drake's that kind of I get glimpses of it kind of seeming like as if he was kind of stuck almost arguing. It's like an argument mode, just arguing back and forth with whoever she is. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
with the Drake situation.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Drake. Yeah, but I still think, like I said, I'm not familiar with Offset's or the Migos catalog, right? But if it sounds anything like what I heard today, then I'm gonna say, how old is Offset? Anybody know real quick?
Like 32, something like that.
Yeah, well, he's still in that bracket where he can make that type of music and get away with it. Drake is just he just tilted over that line. Drake is like that kid that's 4 or 5 years old and he has, you're too heavy to pick up. Your breath don't smell like milk no more. It stink.
Yeah.
You're not a baby no more. Act like a 6 or 7 year old or 5 year old. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Drake, I think he just tilted over that line where we're not taking that type of music from him no more.
True.
And Offset, like you said, is in his early 30s. He's
Yep.
still got a year or two to get away with that type of sound. You know what I'm saying? Before we start looking at him and saying,
What are you doing?
yeah, exactly. Because look at the Bow Wow situation. It's hard for him to grow up. Look at who else? What's the guy who do the Trap Masters? Can't think of his name right now. But certain artists who were in that limelight, the little this, the little that. You're 30-something years old, dog. Come on, you
Hard
gotta
to
give us
change, right?
something.
You got to come
Time to
with a whole
change up.
thing. Yeah.
It's a whole different generation, and I'm sure the people who listen to you have grown up out of that stage. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, real quick, Quan, what did you give Offset album 1 out of 5? Five
Let's
is a
start.
classic. 4 is really dope. 3 is worth listening to. Gov gave it a 2.5, mediocre. 1 is you should go back, and 2 is trash. I mean, 0 is trash. What you gave Drake last week.
I'll give it a 3.
Eh,
3 out of 5.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I could have done without the freaky joint with Cardi B, but I understand
Most
why they made
definitely.
it. I understand why they made it.
Yeah.
But like I said, these are not judging, but these are 30-something-year-olds, late 30s. Well, Cardi's a little older than Offset, right?
No, I think she's a little younger.
He's,
I don't know.
No? Yeah, look up her age because,
31. They both 31.
okay, she can get away with it. But at the same time, Gov and Dizzle, could they really get away with it? Because although they 31, but in hip hop, they've been around for a minute.
They've been around, plus 2 kids, and they married. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like can
So
we
it's hard.
can we talk about something else though? Can we
Yeah,
get
so
more?
it's tough because she's over there talking about, like, how she,
Yeah, she's a wife.
yeah, and she a wife, but at the same time, it's like she on display,
Yeah,
she'll give it away to the next one. You know what I mean? But at the same
exactly.
time, we hear the stories about how if he get accused of it, then she'll blow that up, so he can't do it. So part of his
And
believability,
make her look like she's the innocent one,
right?
the victim in the whole situation.
Yeah. So I
But
guess
yeah,
that's a lot what they got. They got to figure out how they gonna. Maybe they plan the 2 of them. Maybe they're gonna start doing albums together. Maybe that's why they was like back-to-back songs. I think.
yeah. So I think that'd be dope too. But I don't want to listen to 20 songs of the same thing.
No.
Jay, I think Jay, who would have been very nice at that, and then he would have wrote her rhymes, of course, or she would have had a team of writers. Beyonce and Jay. I think that would have been. It's probably still in the works.
Yeah.
You're getting a full adult album,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it would be very interesting to see how they will do that because Jay did Best of Both Worlds with R. Kelly. So for him to do that with Beyonce, Jay, if you're listening, it's a dope idea, bro. I think you'll kill the game with that. You get what I'm saying? I think he will kill the game because you got people that's in Jay's age range like us, and the generation a little younger that want to hear that. And I think Beyonce is one of the artists that transition to every generation. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So yeah, that wraps up the Offset rap review on Guess I'll Say It. I'm your host, Adam L. To my left is Sick.
The governor.
And to my other side is
Juan Bizzle.
And yeah, Offset, man, you listen to us, man. Dope album. Like I said again, I came in with low expectations because I was unfamiliar with your music, and I had a biased ear to that style of hip hop, but I enjoyed it. And the only thing I can tell you is, man, ascend. You know what I'm saying? Make it, grow as you grow and you have more experiences. I'm expecting now that I heard you and I mess with your music. I'm expecting a little more. I'm expecting greatness from you, man. So that'll wrap it up on Guess I'll Say It. And we'll holler at y'all next week, man. Peace.